Hi, I'm Christy Nelson here with your connection and a look at what's happening in North Texas. We're going to start with a look at the weather. Meteorologist Adrienne Vaughn is here. We have seen a lot of changes.
Absolutely. And we finally got the sunshine and some milder temperatures. I wouldn't say it's warm, but at least we're above freezing, and that's definitely a step in the right direction. We had 88 consecutive hours below freezing at DFW Airport. We have now turned the corner. This, by the way, nowhere near the all-time record from 1983. That's when we spent 295 hours below freezing. This afternoon, we make a move into the low 40s. It's mostly sunny, breezy conditions across the area, and largely looking at those high temperatures in the low 40s. We do have some mid to upper 40s, though, from Jacksboro down towards Mineral Wells and Stephenville. Tomorrow's a little bit warmer. We're 53, still seeing a good deal of sunshine, and we've got another front coming in as we are heading towards the end of the week. This one doesn't bring in any precipitation, but it does bring in some colder temperatures. Christy, we're back into the 30s again Friday and Saturday.
All right, thanks, Adrienne. And as things start to thaw here in North Texas after all those days below freezing, if you do have damage to your home or your car from busted pipes or fallen limbs, beware of scams. The Better Business Bureau has a warning.
When there were contractors needing money up front, a significant deposit, more than 50% of a stated price, that's usually a red flag that they're trying to take as much money up front as possible and never really intend to do the work or return. When they're approached saying, again, that they're in the area already, they're casing the neighborhood.
The best advice from experts is to do your research and take your time before making a decision. Look for licensed tradesmen to do the work and be sure to get an agreement in writing, as you should not pay for things entirely up front. You can also visit the Better Business Bureau website to get more information. Arlington firefighters were called to the 4100 block of Abelia Court early this morning to put out a fire in those below freezing temperatures. A second unit had to be called to the scene to help relieve those working fire crews and give them a chance to warm up. Freezing conditions also affected water supply, but they were able to put that fire out. The home suffered extensive damage. The cause of that fire is still being investigated. More than a week after the blast at the Sandman Hotel in downtown Fort Worth, victims are still recovering from their injuries. 21 people were hurt. NBC5's Alicia Barrera spoke to the last person pulled from the rubble.
Tengo en realidad golpes casi en todo el cuerpo.
She's lost count of the bruises all along her body.
Tengo que también tengo aquí.
Her fractured foot forces her to slow down.
Pienso que fue en el elevador. Fue cuando me desmayé.
And her swollen face tells the story of the trauma lived while trapped under piles of debris for hours after the explosion. Carmen Hermosillo, an employee of the Sandman Hotel, tells us she remembers the strong odor of natural gas and getting in one of the elevators on January 8th. Her next memory was her surrounded by firefighters pulling her from the debris. She struggled to walk due to a pain in her foot before finally being taken to the hospital.
It's really scary that she went through that, and imagine you were there, what will you do?
14-year-old Mareli, her older sister Monica, and her dad went searching for Carmen that afternoon. They now help care for the pillar of the family and their two younger brothers.
It's really difficult for all of us to be going through this.
Carmen has been in and out of the hospital and says even eating or drinking is painful as several of her teeth are broken.
Whenever she takes her pills, that's the only time she feels relaxed.
The girls now try to adjust to a new normal, as mom has a long road to recovery, but doesn't have medical insurance and is now without a source of income.
She's a really active person, and after this, it's really difficult to see her barely moving.
Alicia Barrera, NBC5.
Today, North Richland Hills Mayor Oscar Trevino announced his retirement after 25 years in office, giving a few comments on his career and his decision to step down.
It's been an honor and a privilege to serve, first on the Parks Board, then the Teen Court Board at the City of North Richland Hills, then as a council member, and following that as mayor. I thank the citizens of North Richland Hills for their support and their confidence in me over the last quarter of a century plus.
Mayor Trevino says that he and his wife will use this time to travel and spend more time with family. Thanks for catching up with The Connection.